Ignore Ipob and call for service chiefs sack. Groups tell Nigerians. Inter-society ignore Ipob affiliates. Call for service chief sack. Groups tell Nigerians. The Network for Justice and Trust (NJT) has urged Nigerians to disregard the International Society for Civil Liberties and Rule of Law Inter-Society and its call for the sack of the service chiefs. According to NJT, Inter-Society is an arm of the indigenous people of Biafra (Ipob) and, like the proscribed group, it has a long history of violence, killings, and unrest with an inexplicable animosity for President Muhammad Buhari. Inter-Society had accused the military's top shots of manipulating the Armed Forces Service rules and Nigerian constitution to extend their tenure of office indefinitely. However, in a statement signed by its president, Dr. Ifeanyi Anayo Dike, on Friday, NJT described the group as ignorant, only carrying out the wishes of its paymasters. It added that such insinuation in all ramifications is lacking in merit, objectivity, and above all against national interest. NJT therefore called on the unsuspecting general public to ignore the statement from Inter-Society, as there is no iota of truth in the various allegations against the service chiefs. While warning Inter-Society and their sponsors to desist from their nefarious activities, the Network for Justice and Truth urged other security stakeholders to extend their unalloyed support to President Buhari and the service chiefs. The Network for Justice and Truth wishes to draw the attention of the general public to the threats posed by the International Society for Civil Liberties and Rule of Law Inter-Society to peace and development in Nigeria. Inter-Society as an organization over the years have been known to turn the truth on its head through its activities, especially with regards to issues of national interest such as sustainable peace and development. It is a known fact that their hatred for the administration of President Muhammad Buhari has been hinged on the tough stance on the activities of terrorist and militant groups in the country. The Network for Justice and Truth is consequently not surprised by its highly misleading statements accusing the service chiefs of manipulating the Armed Forces Service rules and Nigerian Constitution to extend their tenure of office indefinitely. The statement by Inter-Society is at best uncharitable and an exhibition of crass ignorance on the operations of the society sector in Nigeria. This is aside from the fact that the group, by all intents and purposes, are carrying out the wishes of the paymasters that are against the interests of Nigeria. It is appalling as well as despicable for Inter-Society to attempt to insult the sensibility of Nigerians with its diatribe on the service chiefs that have exhibited a high level of professionalism and dedication to preserving the territory's integrity and sovereignty of Nigeria. The Network for Justice and Truth wishes to advise members of the unsuspecting general public to disregard the statement from Inter-Society in its ramification for lacking in merit, objectivities, and above all in the national interest. We wish to state that Inter-Society is playing the card of a greater plot by some disgruntled politicians that have in numerous times attempted to take over the affairs of the country through the back door, having failed woefully at the general elections. It is therefore not surprising that Inter-Society has been recruited into the plot because of its cash and carry policy, and as well as its avowed sympathy for separatist and militant organizations in Nigeria. It is therefore a statement of the fact that their gross with the service chiefs is their refusal to allow the disintegration of the country into flagrant for the benefit of their sponsors, despite the massive amount of monies deployed for the purpose destabilizing the country by the sponsors of acts of criminality across the country. These dissident elements have continued to demonstrate their hatred for the Muhammad Buhari administration and other well-meaning stakeholders who have to keep sleepless nights to prevent the country from collapsing into the abyss. It must be stated that Inter-Society is indeed an affiliation of militant groups in the society. They have been known to be providing covert support to these groups, and with the tough stance of the service chiefs in ensuring that their nefarious activities are curtailed to the barest minimum, is giving organizations like Inter-Society sleepless nights. Thank you for listening to this news. Well, viewers, I will say that up to this end, the truth is that the service chiefs, they are truly supposed to have been retired completely. They're supposed to have been retired. There is no two ways about that. But because of this country, Nigeria, and its dubious acts, because of the kind of country that we are and what we are into in this country, and the kind of leaders that are in charge of this country, I'm telling you, that has been the reason why these chiefs of staffs are still in office. Because if it is a true and a real democratic country as we claim to be in this country, these people supposed to have been retired from office for a very long time. Can you imagine still taking the position of the young ones that are supposed to come into office and start functioning? Why that? It's totally wrong, completely wrong. This is what we're talking about. This is why we say that the Nigerian government, they are completely biased. Why would they be doing that? It's wrong. See, it's at time Nigerian government starts checkmating government offices and office of top leaders in Nigerian government. It's at time they start checkmating all those offices, because these people are cheating on the masses. They are deceiving the masses. When they are supposed to have left office, they will still remain in office. Is it right? It's not. If it is right to you, it's not right to me. It's not right to me and can never be right to me. I disagree with that completely. I completely disagree with that. So my viewers, without any missing word, I tell you this, that what these people have done is completely wrong and can never be accepted. So I don't know what your own comment concerning what I've just said may be.